today we are going to prove that angular momentum, that is J, is constant under the action of central force. So let us consider a body which is moving along a curved path. You can consider a planetary system where let us say the sun lies at the origin and the earth or any other planet of the solar system is revolving around the sun. We know that the path is elliptical, so it is moving in a curved path. Consider a body which is moving along a curved path under the action of central force uh, central force and the central force is directed away from the origin. So we have considered a body which is moving along a curved path and there lies another mass, another a source of force which is applying a central force on this mass which is directed away from the origin. So this is our central force F. Let us represent it by small f. So a body is a central force F is acting and the body is moving in a curved path. Okay. So this is our basic idea. Now we know that if the body is moving in a curved path, then there must be a moment of a force, that is tau is equal to r cross f. R is the position of this body, that is r. So tau is equal to r cross f. But we know that the vector r is the product of its magnitude and its direction. Similarly, the central force F is also the product of its magnitude and unit vector r. So we can say torque tau is equal to r cross f will become r times r unit vector cross f times r unit vector. So we have r f times r cross r unit vector. Because both r and f are scalars, so they don't need they will come out of the cross product and we are left with r cross r unit vector. So this will become r cross rf and this will become r unit vector square sine of 0 degree, as both the r unit vector is parallel to r unit vector, hence this will become equal to 0. So the torque acting on the system due to central force is 0. Okay. So the torque acting on the system is 0, but we know in topics then we know that tau is defined as is the rate of change of tau is equal to J dot. That is, torque is the rate of change of angular momentum. So we can say J dot is equal to 0, which implies that our integral, by integrating both sides, we have J is equal to constant. This is one way of proving that J is equal to constant. Similarly, we can prove that the angular momentum of this system is constant by taking another approach. That is, we know that the angular momentum J by definition is the cross product of position vector and angular momentum P. So we have J is equal to R cross mr dot. Okay. We know by differentiating both sides with respect to time. So dj by dt is equal to d by dt of r cross mr dot. By applying the product rule of differentiation, we have dj by dt is equal to d by dt of r, first into derivative r cross d by dt of mr dot plus mr dot times cross d by dt of we have r cross r double dot and m plus mr dot cross r dot. Look at this term. R dot cross r dot is this is the velocity, and r cross r dot has a sign of 0 in between them, so this term will become equal to 0. Similarly, r cross r double dot is angular acceleration, a centripetal acceleration, which we call, is always directed toward mean position, towards the center of the rotation. So a r double dot is directed towards O. So we can clearly see that r dot r is parallel to r double dot, that is this will become equal to dj is equal to dj by dt is equal to m r double dot sine of 180. That is r and r double dot are anti-parallel to each other plus 0. So this will give us dj by dt is equal to 0. This implies that dj is equal to 0, which implies that j is equal to constant. Okay, so we can prove that the angular momentum under the action of central force is always angular momentum of a system under the action of a central force is always constant.